It's 8 o'clock in Old Blighty. It's a Saturday and we are live, so it must be time for another War Room with these two reprobates here. I hope you're all doing well, by the way. We're an hour early over this side of the pond because our colonial cousins put their clocks forward before us, you see. So we're only 4 hours behind instead of 5. But I hope you're all doing well. Let me just get the old chat up so we can have a look and say hello to everybody, or give a few moments for the people to come in. If you're not sure, this subject is a follow-on from last week, which was a great subject, which was pick a game from just one publisher. This time, we're fine-tuning it down even further. One game from each designer. Ooh.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
Anyway, chaps, how are we doing? Jester?
I am doing well, my friends. I'm doing well. It's been an interesting week. I had scheduled something on Wednesday, scheduled something on Thursday. Wednesday was going to be Viper Dave, and we're going to do our local thing. Well, he had to reschedule, so I couldn't do it with him. Thursday, I was supposed to play with Nerd Workshop and Mike Butterjelly and Combat Commander. We were supposed to play Wolfpack. Well, that got rescheduled because of conflict of it. You know, some things came up and we're going to have to reschedule that. So I didn't do anything with the groups on Wednesday or Thursday. And then Friday, I was texting Mike Butterjelly about the new, he wanted to know if I got my new Fields of Fire.
There he is.
I said, no, I didn't get it yet. He's like, well, if you want to do it online sometime, let me know. And I'm like, let's do it tonight. So myself, Mike, and Nerd Workshop got online and played Fields of Fire last night.
Sorry. I completely understand, Dave. Look after the missus. Stay as long as you can.
Yeah, I hope you feel better.
Yes.
Yeah. Hope you feel better, or your wife feels better. Yep.
Yeah.
So it's been an interesting week with just, and then of course I did an episode for Dan. Because Dan, the man who spends half his episode talking bad about me, so I decided, you know what? Since he can't make it this week, he can't create a video, I'm going to do it for him, and I'll be able to talk bad about him for half of the show. So that's cool. I also picked up a couple new games this week, and I did unboxing videos of them already. And
that's a solitaire game.
Yes, it is. Yes. And boom.
Oh, what's that by?
That
is Worthington.
Worthington.
Is it? Oh.
I wanted to get Worthington. I wanted to get a couple new Worthington games in my collection. I like Worthington. They're really pretty good, actually. Probably my second favorite game company out there. So I don't own too many, but the games I do own, I really, really like. So that was the week that was for Jester. Busy as usual. Covering for my buddy Dan. I did, Dan only puts out one video a week. I put out 30 a week, and I did his show and my show, no problem. And I don't know why this guy, he's got such a rough life, I tell you.
Mr. Combat in the chat. Good boy. Good to see you, Ross.
So funny enough, actually, my friends.
Sorry. Who's running this? Sorry. Thank you, Jester, for those informative words. Nate, how's your week been? See, this is how it works. Come on. Get on with it. Sorry, mate. Go on.
There you go.
So speaking of combat, actually, a buddy of mine earlier this week sent me a text message. It said, have you ever heard of this game? And I look at it, and it's a picture of Combat, the first volume. And I'm like, yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah. And he goes, you never believe that I found this for $10
What?
at a
What?
thrift store. I'm like, did you buy it? Oh yeah, I bought it.
Wow.
Like,
Are all
wow.
the counters there? Because there's 1,000 counters in it.
Yeah. Apparently, it had already been punched and sorted. But he bought it and he's like, I'm going to try it out immediately. So, but for me, I got my GMT shipment in, thankfully, this week. So
Have you had yours in, Jester?
Oh, hang
Oh,
on.
great. That phone call to Rachel, I said, just hold it another couple of days. All right, thank you.
So I got my replacement counters, but then also got, I got Congress of Vienna. However, unfortunately, my box got particularly damaged while I was in transit. So I emailed GMT and just waiting for a response on that. So hopefully we'll get a replacement box.
You've got that. It's not the first one I've seen with a damaged box. So touch wood. I haven't had that at all. But
I did actually get something this week that I will probably never live without in terms of playing board games.
Dice?
No, it is an accessory. It is
Baggy. It's got to be baggies.
No, it is just as important as a counter clipper.
Yes. It isn't. Right.
Just as important. It was this called the Board Butler. And
I saw that advertised. Yeah.
I decided to try them out. And these things you stick on the where the hinges of the board, where the board so that it flattens out the whole board. And it works perfectly. I was shocked. I thought, no way is this going to do it. But the plastic is long enough that it does force the board to stay flat. And it's sturdy enough where you can actually, if need be, you can pick up the board and move it if need be.
Really?
Yeah, I was very surprised because I
used the old-fashioned pre-decimal way of doing it, black and white television time. I put 3 or 4 really heavy books on it.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to work.
Well, see, so my sort of dilemma was as much as I love mounted boards, no, it does not mark the board at all. No, I was very surprised. Is that I love mounted boards, but I would have to put like a big piece of plexiglass on it or books or whatever, and you just have to let it sit for a few hours. And so sometimes I pull out a game and I have it something set there, and then like after, I don't know, go to bed, get up the next day, and like I don't want to play this anymore. And so some of these, like I just want to get right to the game. I don't want to have to, wait forever and ever. So this was great to get.
Well, if it works for you and you're happy, and Mike says, "Are those like those spine holders?" No, is it like sticky stuff or what is it?
No, it's just a plastic thing that you stick on.
And holds the thing
it holds it down.
Right. Yep. Amenity wants to know, where did you get it? I hope you're on. I mean,
Yeah, I'm not sponsored by it or anything, but I saw an advertisement on BGG and thought I'll check it out, and so then Board Butler, I just searched it on Google and found it.
They're all going to be using it now. They're all going to be using it, and Mike, okay, stop mucking about, please. This is a serious wargaming.
But I will be after the show today. I will be, since I got it all clipped and ready to go, I will be playing Roma Victrix. So I'm excited about that. Though I will say, I did find it a little odd in that the box art, the cover art, is a screenshot from a video game.
Oh,
really?
That's a bit cheeky.
It's a little odd. It's not an official screenshot. It's a fan screenshot of a mod for Total War Rome 2. And someone created a mod about the legions, and then they posted a picture of it online, and this was used as the box art. So it's a little odd. It has nothing to do with the game itself, but I did find it a little odd.
Yeah, I think Robert. I think that's great for paper maps, but these are mounted maps you're talking about. Yeah, unless you use a poster frame for mounted maps, seems a bit overkill. You're talking about mounted maps, Nate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, Ruff,
What?
since you're running the whole thing, why don't you tell us how you're doing?
Don't ask. Don't ask. All right. The not too bad is
You
out.
sound better than last week.
It's still on the chesties, but it's much better. Yeah, much better. Thanks for asking. So this week again, I've got to be so. I'm just fingers crossed because this thing runs in a browser. My fan in the computer isn't going berserk, so I'm hoping that's going to be okay. Managed to get an unboxing done of the new game. What's it bloody called?
In the Shadows.
In the Shadows.
Wow.
The Resistance thing. Actually, it's got, as it says, 2 games in one. It's got the 2-player version stuff. Again, not coin, but it's using those things where you pick a card and you have to do the event and spend the action points. So it's that sort of thing. But there's also solitaire rules in it, which makes it a slightly different game. You pick who you're going to be in the solitaire game. You're trying to defeat those nasties, those nasty Yahtzees. Mm-hmm. And I told you last week I uploaded it, and it's coming back saying, "Oh, dear, you've used the N word, haven't you?" So I had to download it again and sort of bleep out. So if you watch it, it says "and occupied by the in." So there's a gap where it's it's silly historical context. Anyway, it's up. It looks really good. I've also videoed a unboxing of Stuka JU87 Stuka. Is it Stuka Ace from Lock and Load? Oh dear, sorry, Lock and Load Publishing. Cheers, everyone.
Drink, everyone.
That looks fun. That might even be my next game on the table. I'm not sure yet. Did a bit of video.
Great. More pilots sitting around.
William.
I know. I can't. I should step away, shouldn't I? I should go. No, play something different, Ruff. No, step away. We'll see. I've actually videoed a bit of Skies Above Britain. What I said, I think I said it before, is I'm just going to video them one after the other, warts and all. Mistakes are plenty, probably, but everybody needs me to get it out the way so I can move on with my life.
At least I'm surviving in your game where I was just dead right off the beginning. And
you saw that, huh? I didn't want to spoil it for you. You made it one freaking box.
Yeah.
You're the worst pilot ever.
Yeah, I was terrible.
You can't stop the man. The man is a machine.
Yeah, we were thinking of Sunday afternoon. Yes, sir.
That for Fields of Fire.
Yeah, we're gonna do.
I'll tell you what. Mike. He's terrible. He's Mr. If you're going to play all the rules. Yeah, and I said, I don't want to play. No, we're playing all the rules. What's the point? And he's picked Fields of Fire. He's picked the Vietnam one of the everything, helicopters, everything going on.
We got it all. Well, yeah. I mean, if we're going to learn it, we might as well learn it all, right?
I can't wait to start it. I might do like I did at Atlantic Chase. Might go through the sort of tutorial things because I can do it at my pace and I'm learning as well. So I might do that because everybody's sort of diving into it, which is great. I can't wait. It does look great.
Look, Dragon X says that he bought the new Cold War. I'd be interested to hear how that.
Let me know what you think. Yeah. I enjoyed it, mind you. When I played it, it was a different game to what's in the box now because they've tweaked it and improved it a bit. So,
hey, Patrick's from.
Patrick's in here. Just seen. Yeah,
Patrick. Good luck. I hope you destroy whoever you're playing today. Destroy them. Take them out, man. Do not be nice. Be brutal.
Why is that? Is it because it's full of like inbreds or what? What's going on?
I had a situation come up. That's just as far as I'm going to say. Cardboard Commander's driving through Memphis. Would someone live in here?
Why would someone live here? Is he saying they're all full of it? Oh, all right. So,
it has a reputation of not being.
What friendly?
I don't know.
No,
Memphis,
to a certain type.
No, okay. Memphis, where country music is from. Is that that's Nashville?
Well, that's bad enough, isn't it? Well, Memphis, Tennessee is one of the Two types of music I like. One of them's country, the other one's Western. Yes. Right.
So speaking of Cardboard Commander, and I did it again. Combat Commander.
I know. It's awful. Isn't it?
So bad.
You've got to
We got to give him a different freaking name, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So, Jester, tell us, what did you think of the announcement of Combat Commander Vietnam?
Very, very, very excited about it. I actually heard it. Let's just say I heard it through a little bird. It was coming, so I wasn't surprised. I knew eventually it was coming. Somebody spoiled it for me. For shame, for shame. You know who you are. But anyways, I knew it was coming because I knew I was a big Combat Commander guy, and very excited. I pre-ordered it. I was number 265 pre-order.
Wow.
I get up the next morning, I go to work, I log into work, I get my email, and the first email I get from GMT is congratulations.
Oh,
Your
right.
P500 game is made the cut. I'm just like, which game is that? I looked it up. It's Combat Commander. They already have like 600 people signed up for it.
Now, as I said, and I
Nordic.
shocked Jester in the green room before we went on, because of the lack of space, I've had to cancel my Combat Commander P500s. A, because I haven't got any room. B, because it doesn't solo well. I know a certain someone allegedly is working on a solitaire thingy majog for it, but I can always get it hopefully later. So I've had to cancel them just to ease down because
At a higher price.
well,
This is what I talked about today on my. I did a
Or it's out of
video.
print and you're waiting again.
I'll just.
It was an hour and a half long. I talked about the P500 and the process, and I go through all the games. And one of the things I said in the video was, we've been waiting since 2015 for GMT to reprint Combat Commander. So all the people out there that have been waiting to get this, now's your chance. And here's the thing: if you don't get it now, it's not going to be around for another 10 years. You're going to be paying through the nose right now. And I pulled up like how much it's going for. It's going for like $150.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, you can either spend the $60 or $80 now, or you can not get it, wish you had it, go and try and find a copy, which you may or may not be able to. And if you are able to find a copy, you're going to be paying twice what you're going to be paying for it. So,
or I could prostrate myself on the ground in an undignified manner to the peeps at GMT and say, have pity on an old man. Would you send me a copy?
I have to say that was very awkward.
thank you.
You can't get it out now, can you? You can't get it
Yeah.
out. Get out. No.
Well,
Moving
Anyways,
on.
I'm very excited for Combat Commander. I'm excited for all the Combat Commander fans out there. I think the Vietnam will bring some new life to it and make it very interesting for people.
I will say, Ruff, that he did speak words of wisdom.
Whom?
Jester.
Of what? Really?
About getting on the P500.
I did.
It was very wise.
About his video he did today.
No,
Yes.
what he just said right now.
And my video. Yes.
And his video. Okay.
Yeah, you're just, I mean, I do. You're supposed to, if you want the game quicker, get on that P500, basically, is what you're saying, and bloody order it. Yeah.
Well,
Exactly.
think about it. Think
You
about
can
like,
wait till the last minute, but that
Yeah.
doesn't help anybody. Like
Nope.
you
As soon
need
as they get to the Magic 500,
you
they
need to
go
get it
to
ordered.
the head
Right.
office. Yeah.
Right. Nobody wants to go through and see, oh, I'm only number 76. Well,
Right.
you got to have 76 before you get to 176 and 276 and 376. So it's got to start somewhere.
I've got contacts.
You can always play it online as well and join the
Exactly,
ladder. You
exactly.
can play it with the ladder.
I
Mhm.
might hate it. I won't know till I play it.
But I mean, like, give you an example, like the East Front series that Vance Von Boris is redoing and updating. GMT is reprinting the Army Group Center, Army Group North, Army Group South, and they're going to do Typhoon and others. Like the last time those were out were in the 90s, the early 90s. Obviously, I never was playing war games back then, but I was 92? I was 3. So, and when I know that I'm going to get to those games some point because I want to play those, so I'm going to get the P500 now instead of waiting until I get to it, and it might be already out of print.
The advantage you've got, you've quite right. I mean, you're going to play them someday. The advantage, and I say that I'm going to play them someday, but the advantage you've got is about 30 years. So, it's more likely that you might get through your game collection.
Yeah, rough. I mean, look at you. Look at your collection. You could probably get rid of half of those games and not have to worry.
No, I don't. But it looks cool. Gareth, we need to sort out PunchCon with games. He's put a comment. We've got to sort out what we're
playing. Like Commander.
Nerd is so mean to me. Look at it, Ruff. I don't even know what I said.
It's because it's just the age. It's an age thing. All right. They're jealous. We're all jealous. Can you do something like start to lose your hair or something? Get some wrinkles just to make us feel a bit better.
I don't understand. I mean, I talked about it in my video today about if you go to the racetrack.
Oh,
right. If you go to the racetrack and you're betting on the horses, like everyone waits till like make their bet for the horse until like the last minute. Like when they do the everyone races in and gets their bets in. You've had 20 minutes to sit there and make your bet, but everyone waits till the last minute.
It's a little different, is it? Because if you bet early, you get a better odds until all the bets come in, then the odds come down. But if you bet early and you think you'll get a good deal on the odds if you bet early. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I think it's all human nature. Like humans have been trained to not do anything until they're forced to do it. And by you saying, "Oh, you have 30 seconds left," people are going, "Oh shit, I got to do it."
They're all trying to push past the queue to get there. Yeah,
they're all like last minute trying to get their bets in the last minute.
That's unusual, Gareth, because the only reason I do P500 is I still save 10, 15 quid. Not a lot,
right?
But
I mean, like, there is something real to be said concerning like FOMO and fear of missing out, and having sort of a materialistic viewpoint that I need to go buy this, I need to have this, there, and not being content with what we have currently. There is something to be said about that. But if it's something that that you're going to be playing and you're going to be, actually playing it and not just sitting, if that's your thing, if you're a player, then you're going to buy something to play it, then go for it.
Here's the thing that a lot of people don't realize, okay? And they forgot. Kickstarter originally, they never charged you until they shipped the product. And then their regulations changed and all the companies said, you know what? This is dumb. Let's charge the people up front. And so there's millions of people that kickstart things, pay for the money up front and get nothing and hope for something in return. And nobody has a problem about it. But yet when it comes, and the reason for that is Kickstarter and the companies that use Kickstarter are very smart. Like, we're going to end on this day. You have to order by this day. You have to order by this day.
Yeah, otherwise you have to wait until the pledge manager
really
opens again.
I don't have to, because every one of these has you missed the Kickstarter, I can late kickstart it. But they want to make you think like this is the last bit. This is the last thing you can do. This is your last chance. And then people jump in there and buy, because it's the last chance. Yep. That's why I said in my video today, GMT should put a hot date down and say, if you don't order this by this date, you're done. You can't get it. Otherwise, everyone waits the last minute. It's a broken process. I know that, but it's just human nature.
Kickstarter is a catch-all thing. Sure. I mean, I tend to use GameFound rather than Kickstarter. I have more success with GameFound. But yeah, it's a Kickstarter thing.
Well, it just seems like nowadays that Kickstarter, like games going on Kickstarter is now separating from Kickstarter does everything else but games. And obviously GameFound is games. So
they do some weird and wonderful stuff on Kickstarter. Nothing of interest to me, but I think Ooh, who does that appeal to? Anyway,
I wouldn't go far to say that the P500 is broken. I think it does work, and
no, it doesn't.
It certainly does show people what is popular. And
The thing that's going to kill it for people like me and us over this side of the pond is the shipping.
Sure.
P500 as a concept is brilliant. I love it. Save a few quid, but it's the shipping that's going up and up. And in the end, it's not going to be worth me getting the P500 because I do the maths and work it all out. And I think, I could have got it for second chance. I think in another few months, maybe I'll pre-order it or wait until it gets to fill at second chance games,
Well, we know how to solve that problem, Ruff, for you.
I know, and I can't wait to get. We talked about this the other day. Get over there. I'm going to get over there and say, get in there and lie. Come over and lie. Say I'm a brain surgeon or something. Get me green card.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
God, you don't know. I've got to do it. I've got to get over there, meet everyone as much as I can because most love my guys over here and in Europe and that. But there's
shipping will kill it eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, shipping costs aren't going to go down anytime soon. I don't understand it. Remember, the shipping costs went through the roof because there was a gas shortage because the production cycle wasn't that what they claimed out there? Like, I can get gas now for under $3 a gallon in this where I live. It's $2.97. Like, it's cheaper now than it was 6 years ago. I can get gas. So why is the cost not come down? Because the gas prices have gone way down.
They're all saying the same thing. It's us over this side. It's not the prices. The prices are great. It's that blooming shipping and VAT and things and all that.
So I'm curious.
What do you think Second Chance does? Second Chance has to pay for the shipping. They don't get free shipping. GMT's not sending them free shipping.
No, I think they come to it. I don't know how it works, but they must send it out and say, this is how much it's going to cost. And they don't charge me shipping when it comes from Second Chance Games. It just gets sent to me.
Right.
I pay the shipping to GMT. They must give some of it to Second Chance Games to pay for the shipping. I'm not sure how it works. Maybe they give it all. I don't know. But it's just crazy. Yeah.
It's rough. It's rough. We know. It's just.
But don't forget,
I think
shipping, it's just ordering the freaking games. There's so many games. If you look at the GMT P500, there's like 10 games that have got more than 400 just sitting there waiting for like 30 more people to sign up. And it's like it could be 2 more years before 30 people.
All I can say is please just hold back. Just have a better thought because my credit card, my space, my wife, my life would appreciate you just having a little think about it before you click it and make it over to 500. Thank you. That's the Partly Political broadcast on behalf of the Rough Party.
Well, that is I don't want to spill the beans, but that's actually one of the that would be a forthcoming episode on the Board Game Bunker podcast in a couple of weeks is talking about like because prices are getting higher and shipping and things like that, whatever, that it is a good thing that the side effect is that we are being more choosy on what we are buying. And I think that's a good thing. Instead of buying everything in sight, I think there is something to be said of being content with what we have, being a little bit more picky on what we buy to go play. Because certainly, even if there is a P500 that I really want and it hasn't come out for years and years and years, doesn't mean I don't have anything else to play. So there are plenty of other things to do and to play than waiting for a game that's not coming out for however long.
Yeah, and I know you take the mickey out of me, but I am getting, these last few months, I'm getting more picky, like cancelling Combat Commander just cause, looking at it logically, I'm not going to play it solo.
Sure.
and I can play it anytime. You know, I can get Cardboard Commander. I can get anybody to say, "Come on, let's play that," and teach me.
Sure.
So I'm starting to get a little bit more because it's just like I'm looking around. I'm thinking it's depressing now.
Well, there is something to be said.
That's great for your head, but you're wrong because you can play all those games behind you for free, and you still order all the rest. You ordered Panzer expansions, and you're playing that online for free.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm going to be playing it at PunchCon
once a year.
Yeah. And I play it, you know. I get what you're saying. But how many of these games do
you convince yourself?
No, I do convince myself. Yeah. Most of these games, if I wasn't a YouTuber, I wouldn't have these many games. Let's be honest, yeah. Because we are YouTubers, we play the game, we put it away, get another. We have to have new content because that's what people want. If I wasn't a YouTuber, I'd probably only have half of these games and play them constantly. And go, I'll get this one this time and get another one every so often. But how many of us play a game over and over on our channels, over and over and over? And I mean over and over. Patrick has got it sussed. He's got his games he plays. He's on the ladders and all that. He's got his games, and that's what he does. Most of us, though, will do 3, 4, 5, 6 videos on a game and then move on and never to be seen again. It's the way of the YouTube, I'm afraid.
Now, I do like. Can you put up William's comment, because I was going to mention it a little bit ago. Yes, GMT is having.
And you know what? I'm not looking at it.
Really?
I
have a couple of games in mind. I might get.
No, I've got.
Or some counter trays.
I'm being strong.
Good for you.
Just cause even if there might be some fantastic games I want at 40% off, I'm not. No, I've got Fields of Fire. How long is that going to take me? I've got Panzer. I've got all these lovely games. I've got World at War 85.
So this is something I was thinking about. And
what are you getting in the 40% off then?
I don't. I'll come back.
There you go. See.
This was something I was thinking about earlier in the week, because I was watching another war game YouTuber talking about how that they really only play games that they film and they put on their channel. And so, in fact, one of them said, this game that I want to play, but if I film it and put it on YouTube, I know that not many people will play it, so I just won't play it. And understandable.
Yeah.
However, I am curious though, like, I mean, one, it's your channel,
yeah,
and you get.
Sorry, who was that said that?
I'll just leave it as.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay. Someone. Right.
And I'm just curious. Like, if it's your channel, you get to play what you want. It's
yeah.
This is your hobby. This is something that you do for your own enjoyment. YouTube is not a job. It's not a, it's just is what it is. You make content because
I just did the thing for Dan today, and I went through everyone's channels and showed off the videos. There are a lot of people that do 6 to 8 videos. Dan, Dead versus Son, he does like 18 videos in a row.
He's mad. He picks a game and he
picks a game. He puts out like 18 videos of it. I would say there's a good maybe 20, 30%. Not everyone. I get your point, Nate. I'm not trying to say everyone does. Yeah. I put out one video, and as I'm recording that video, I'm already on to the next one. So
yeah. Well, I'm just curious because Ruff, I know you've mentioned a few times that you don't really play games that you don't film, and so I was just kind of curious, like what I'm always interested in why people do things, because that's part of being a historian.
We've come across a couple of those with zombies, haven't we? There's that zombie game, and I thought, no.
War Gamers Anonymous.
I mean, most war games you can get through in like 2 or 3 episodes, like an hour and a half each.
Sure.
We're talking, 4 to 5 hour games. You can get through most war games in that amount of time, or a scenario. Like Fields of Fire, we're going to get that done probably in 2 or 3 episodes. It's probably going to be a 3 to 4 hour game when all's said and done. We'll get it done in 3 or 4. So once we're done with that, I mean, would we start another one, or would we move on to another game? The problem is there's just so many games that I want to get to, right?
Right.
So
And I know you take the mickey out of me, but yes, there's so many games I want to get through because TikTok. And I'm thinking, like I said, I might, after I finish Skies by Britain, might do the Stuka one from Lock and Load. Cheers. But it's not on my list, and I didn't put it on my list because I know it's a big, clunky, fantastic game, but I want to have a go at Fields of Fire. I want to do the tutorials maybe, just for my benefit, for anybody else that's frightened of the game, because it is a frightening game because of the publicity from the second edition.
Well, I brought up the topic just because I was curious. Maybe this is something that we can have like a whole episode on, like content creators and things like that. Because, yeah, I was just kind of curious, like how do I state this? Like, in my mind, my hobby of wanting to play war games is more important to me than making a video. So if I want to play a game but I don't have any content to put out there, I'm okay, because it's for my own enjoyment. This is like a hobby that I want to enjoy and play with my friends, as opposed to limiting my choices and what I'm doing based on, some impersonal algorithm out there.
I get, and I completely get it. My philosophy is, because I'm like you, I don't have any friends apart from you two and the chat, but I'm joking apart. My philosophy is that the enjoyment I get is playing a game and videoing it to let people know that how much I enjoyed it, if I enjoy it, which I will, otherwise I won't video it, and make them go, God, that looks great, I'm going to get that. Or no, even though he was having a great time, it's not for me. So they've made a choice. I'm trying to sort of encourage people, for a game that they've not played, because you can't play every game. So you're trying to play games to get them out there for people to go, yeah, that's a great game. I didn't think of that game. That's actually quite good. That's my philosophy. It's not a pure teaching thing. It's like I always say on most of my videos, it's like you're standing behind old Ruff there, watching the game and seeing how much fun I'm having, and deciding if it's for you or not. That's my philosophy. To get sales, to get people playing,
Sure.
Everyone does it for a different reason.
Yeah.
I mean, Nate, you and your buddy do it because you have you want to get some information out about the interaction between a war gamer and a board gamer, and your different philosophies and your different likes and dislikes. I do it for a completely different reason. I'm like what Nate said. I play whatever I want to play. I play my sports games. I play my war games. I play my Euro games. I do whatever I do. Order games from P500 and what games you should order. I do whatever the hell I want to do. And if people watch it, great. And if not, okay, that's fine too. If nobody else wants to, I do Sentinels of the Multiverse. I'm doing a whole series on every single hero and talking about them and showing off every single card they have, because I love Sentinels and Heroes. I'm only getting like 6 views on each one of these episodes.
Does it matter? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter to me.
You're having fun.
I don't care. I'm not making money off of YouTube. Yeah.
And the 6 people that watch it have had a great time, probably, because they're playing. Those people want to see the game played.
Yep.
Yeah. So there you go.
And that's fine. It's not a race for views. It's just do it because you love it.
I do, and the views and the subs I get, I'm gobsmacked. I'm nearly at 6,000 subbies. And it's like, what? But I don't do it for that. I do it for the comments. I love the comments. I love people interacting. I love
like that gesture, the subtle show off of how he has more subscribers than us.
No. It's Jeez. All right, I could have just said I'm my subscribers.
But you walked into that. You walked into that. It was like it was right there. I had to make a joke. Come on now.
Thanks for coming by, CRT Matt.
Hey,
thanks for coming by. Yeah. So we've got news as well. Do we want to share that now, or do we want to wait until after our things?
What do you want to do?
Yeah, we can do it now.
The news that we have.
Nice one, Jesse. Some great games there.
Yes.
By the way,
absolutely.
See,
by the way,
that's
Ruff,
that's my job. Jesse has gone out and spent money. That's my job.
Yeah.
by the way,
Hope
Ruff,
you
I
enjoy
was
it.
just,
Hope you
I
enjoy them.
was, Ruff, I was just kidding you. So don't
I
take
know,
it.
and I know you are. This is why, if you know, otherwise I'd be off, wouldn't I? I'd do a jester. But
You
I
might.
know it's all. This is why this channel is so popular. I've got 70 odd people watching at the moment, and you know, and I'm thinking why? But they come for the nonsense, but also the serious. You've got both in here. You see, you've got the knowledge, you've got the stuff imparting our experiences. You know, different experience levels for the three of us. So you know,
By the way, did you see that because you're responsible for Jesse to buy all those games, he says you now owe him $200?
yeah, I know. I get told that a lot, and I'm sorry. Right. So I just hope you enjoy the game.
That's
The
what
checks
your
in the
channel-
post.
That's what your channel does. You owe a lot of people a lot of money. Then that's why
right.
my channel doesn't do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to
I
owe
don't tell
anybody
them
any
to buy
money.
them. I don't tell them to buy them.
So, Jester, I understand that we have a world premiere.
I don't know if it's a world premiere, but I will say this: I don't think a lot of people know this, and I've been told
Did I use the word odd? Sorry, did
that
I say
I'm
odd?
allowed
Mean odd?
to mention this
Sorry.
now. It's been hush hush. As many of you guys know, I am personal friends with Herman Lutman, who has befriended me because I am an awesome YouTuber, and he needs
No, he
to have.
told me he felt sorry for you.
That's probably more like it. That's probably he's like, oh, this guy needs all the help he can get.
That's right.
Oh my God, he is. So, anyways, he's a close personal friend, and he has shared some information with me that I'm going to share with you guys now.
Yes,
I don't know anything other than this, so you can ask all the questions you want, but I don't know the answers other than what Herman. I was kind of hoping Herman would be here.
Well,
answer
maybe
any
get him on the
questions.
show so we can pump him
Yeah.
for information.
Yeah, we'll pump him for information.
Yeah.
But Herman, we're talked about designers and their favorite games. A lot of people's favorite game from Herman is going to be Dawn of the Zeds. Well, that was in somebody else's hands for a long, long time.
I don't think many people realize that Herman designed Dawn of the Zeds when it came out. That was his game. Yeah.
It was re-released with a third edition and everything. Well, Herman is got the rights back for Dawn of the Zeds. So they're going to be republishing it, and Blue Panther is going to be republishing it. Herman's going to go through. He is going to streamline the rules and, fix any errata that needs to be out there, and then they're going to republish it over at Blue Panther.
Hopefully, because to be honest, Herman wasn't happy with the third edition. Hopefully, he's retrograded back to what it was in the second edition, where he left.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a world premiere. I don't know if it's out there. Other people might already know this.
I haven't heard it.
Yeah,
and you know me.
So I don't think a lot of people knew this. I didn't know it until Herman had told me about it. I know it's been hush hush for a while, but I got a text from Herman yesterday or the day before saying he got the rights back and we could talk about it now.
Release the hounds, he said.
Release the hounds. They don't have any artwork yet. They're still looking for an artist. So it's going to be a little while before they get it out. I know that. But that's exciting news because Dawn of the Zeds is a really it's a classic
I
game.
didn't buy Dawn of the Zeds third edition because of what Herman said. And you can't get second edition anywhere, really, for reasonable money.
I bought third edition, but I have not played it yet because I'm kind of boycotting it. Why did I buy it then? I don't know. Don't ask me. Because of what Herman said about how it's not the game as it was originally designed, and so
envisioned it.
Hope you guys feel better.
Yeah, for sure. Good night.
Take it easy. Love to you all.
Get some sleep, get some rest. We'll be thinking about you for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't just say that. We actually care about our customers. And I mean, when
you said the second edition is it still out there? Like the secondhand copies of it?
I think so, but
maybe you can get it. Yeah,
it's like your one of your favorite games. I can't get the not Eldritch Horror, the other one that you like. the second edition.
Eldritch Horror. Yes, you're right.
Not the
Oh
one
no,
we-
Arkham Horror.
Arkham Horror. The second edition. You know, you can get it, but it costs an arm and a leg.
Oh,
Yeah, for the expansions it does. The base
Yeah.
game is reasonably priced, $30 to $50, but all the expansions.
But you
are-
need the expansions, don't you?
You need, well, I mean, if you want to fine tune the game, yes, you need the expansions. So, but that's why I was talking. We talked about it a little bit earlier with the GMT and the P500 and blah blah blah. And everyone complains about the costs and the shipping. And sure, right, okay, I see it's a
Yes.
problem and it's a lot of money. But here's the thing: wait 5 years, it's not going to be any cheaper. It's not going to get any
No,
cheaper.
no.
Depending on the game.
I just picked up this one. Ugh. Dungeon Crusade. It's a massive, huge, mammoth box, right? It's heavy.
I tell you
There's
what,
a
this is
boatload of stuff in it.
This is one thing that really boils my piss about non-war games is the size of the bloody boxes. I know there's there's minis and all that in it,
I
but
have never heard that phrase in my entire life.
you have, and you said, I'm going to use it, Nate. I've used it before, yes. It's a well-known British saying.
I do not remember this.
Well, you went, oh, I'm going to use that. This is the size of boxes, yes?
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Right.
but you look at Stalker. I'm looking at Massive Darkness, massive box.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's the only thing. I'm joking. Of course, I'm joking. That the contents is because it's minis and things. But it does. You got to try and put them on. You can't put them on the shelf like this.
That's
my
why it's
only-
on the floor, because I mean it would crush the shelf if I tried to put it on the shelf.
Yeah, it's the Gloomhaven effect. Yes.
Here's the thing. The reason I got this was because it was $299. So it was $300, right? Wow. A lot of people are like, oh my God, that's a lot of money and stuff. Here's the thing. Like, if you don't get it now, it's going to cost you $500 in a couple years from now because it's going to be out of print.
Yep.
There's a lot of games that just go out of print, and go look at Noble Knight. Their games are not cheap, my friends. Go look at Noble Knight.
Like one of them that I would really be interested in getting is the Roads to Gettysburg 2. It is the MMP GCACW. The MMP refuses to reprint it, and it is going for stupid money, like $400 or $500. Sometimes I've seen $300 or $400, $500, depending on the person. And I'm like, I'm not paying that. I'm not paying that for a game that I know I'll play. But no, it's too far out, too far much, too much money. No, sorry. I would rather spend if I'm going to spend $500, then I'll buy 10 different games as opposed to that.
Yeah, I
Yep.
get you. Yeah, it's starting to dawn on me that yes, I can't play everything, and FOMO. I'm trying to push that back.
It's not so much FOMO. It's if you miss out on it, you might never be able to get it. It's a great example. This is a great example. Like Flashpoint South Side of Chi. I talked about this today. I missed
Never
out when it
appealed
came
to me.
out. I just
Never
missed
appealed
it.
to
I
me.
didn't get it. Whatever. Right. And then it like sold out, and I couldn't find a copy. And then one became available at Noble Knight, and I was like, should I get it? Should I get it? And I thought about it for a few days, and it was gone. And I was like, damn, I should have got it. Okay, I didn't get it. Had to wait another 6 to 8 months, and another copy finally came up, and I started it up immediately and bought it at maybe $10 or $15 more than it would cost retail. I think it was like $45 or something. It wasn't like a ton of money, but it was more than I could have got it for a GMT when they first released it.
Yeah, but that's the beauty. That game never appealed to me, whereas you wanted it.
Yeah,
And you got it. Yeah, it's
Great
weird.
game.
I mean, in the chat, they're having their own little confab about games and things. It's quite,
Well,
it's
no,
lovely.
people are pointing out, and I think they're correct. That is, I mean, just you are describing FOMO, the fear of missing out. That if I'm going to miss it, so I need to get it when it comes out. However, there is a way that it is a little nuanced in that it depends on the individual. In that some people I've seen who will just buy everything in sight because I'm going to miss it, but they may not ever actually play it. They buy it for the intention of playing it, but it just sits there for years and years. And I think that is not a very good, I don't think that's a very good way of doing it. Like if you're going to buy it with the intention of playing it, then you should play it. So, but there is something to be said of in that if this is a game I know that I'm going to play at some point in the relatively near future, then
so that's my laugh for me.
then getting it at a better reasonable price is better than waiting for a secondary market that could go crazy.
So FOMO, that's different to FAFO, is it?
Yeah.
All right. Just clarifying that. Okay.
Appreciate that, Ref.
So
being from this side,
I don't know what
things.
FOMO stands for. I mean, it's fear of missing out. I know that, right?
Whereas the other one stands for.
I'm not.
Sorry.
In this example, I'm not. It wasn't the fear of missing out. It's the fear of if I don't get it, I may never have it. Is that the same thing for you guys?
It's similar,
fear
yeah.
Of missing out and a fear of not being able to get it. Are those the same thing?
With me, it's a game I'm thinking, oh, that looks great. And I've got, it's like Panzer, yeah? Just Panzer what happened to happen all at the same blooming time. But it's like Great Battles of History. I've got to get the other one. Why? Because I love the series. Am I going to play them all? Realistically, probably not, but it's that fear of not getting, getting a game in a series that you enjoy.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people were saying it's the same thing. Okay. I mean,
I see.
I have no idea. I'm fooling around finding out. Yeah, I guess you guys probably know more than I know.
I mean,
no, I was being
just bite me in the ass too many times. Like it's just like if you don't get a game, it just you're not going to get it.
Is it? Christoph, it says, is it an addiction? Is it something we've got to try and get control of?
Well, I mean, think about it.
Because we can't help ourselves.
Then that is an issue.
Can we?
No, that isn't. If that's an issue, if you can't control your spending habits on a hobby, then yeah, that's a problem.
It's fine if you can afford it. You've got the space.
Sure,
it's fine.
All right, I'm
thinking about me. It's depressing. Oh, what you got there?
I'm sharing my screen with you. So, just as an example, like I missed out on Netski when it first was released because I wasn't going to get into the Levi and campaign series of games. Ever since then, I've gotten into it. Right, I've gotten Plantagenet in. I've gotten all the other ones. So I've gone back and like, hey, I should get Netski. Well, I can get it for like $90. That's like almost double the price, right? Mm-hmm. Like almost double the price. It's only been out of print for a couple of years. I can get a copy that's notated and has the counters and clipped and everything for $75. Or I could literally just wait and get it on the GMT P500
the second
for edition. the new edition. So I mean, for me, fear of missing out is one thing, and fear of not getting a game. But you've seen the examples over and over and over again, right? So like when Netski comes out again, I have to say to myself, this is a game I may or may not ever play. But if I don't get it,
I'm
never going to get it again for the price it's going to be released. And that's why.
Isn't that sort of a weird mental thing to think that I may not play it, but if I don't buy it, I might never get it.
That's my philosophy.
Well, there's an idea that your mind is always chasing what is new and what you don't have. And
you can have mine for 300.
We look at new games and we're like, oh, I can see and you begin picturing playing it and enjoying it, filming it, whatever, all the different things. And then when you get it, then all of a sudden the magic is gone. and it sits on a shelf or it sits in a closet or whatever, and then we go look at what else is out there.
It's
and
always the new shiny thing.
New.
Yes,
And that's part of being discontent. Of I'm never content with what I already have. I must have something new, and that's an issue. That is a problem.
And I know people are making fun.
The other thing is, it's a problem when your YouTube channel focuses in on doing 125 new games every year.
Sure.
Yeah. I get 125 games in and play 3. But anyway, that's a different matter. But it's a different thing. Yes, and they're all making jokes about but it is a serious thing. It is sometimes with things it's an addiction. And I think what Jester said, I might not even play it, but I got to get it in case I don't get it again. So it's a weird thing. Anyway, thank you for that. Yes. Let's do our stuff.
William, you're absolutely right.
Who wants to do our stuff? Who wants to go first?
Well, you reminded me that it's your show, so you get
all right, then. I'll do mine then. Now,
before you start yours,
yeah.
I did a GMT P500 today, bitching and moaning about why do people not pre-order the games that haven't made the cut yet. And someone suggested, I think it was Jess actually suggested, why don't you highlight that on the War Room show? So I think I might do that as talk about the games that are in the P500 that haven't made the cut yet.
We used to do that.
I think Tony used to do that one, yeah. So I thought that was a great suggestion, at least for a little while, since I don't really have a thing right now. If you guys are okay with that.
But sure. I mean, when I get the monthly thing in from GMT, I look to see what's coming out. And if it's of interest, I always click and order it. It's just weird. I do it straight away.
And then you scroll all the way to the bottom and they tell you what the next shipment is coming in. And then all of a sudden stress starts hitting you.
Yeah.
And then you say, don't order.
But anyway, here we go. Right. What have we got? Oh, now Thomas sends every so often sends me stuff that, applies to historical stuff and things. And he sent me a couple of things. Let me get up. There we are. One thing he sent me was this, which was quite sad, very poignant. And let's see if I can do it. There we are. I think that's it. There we are.
Yes, I saw that this week.
Whoa.
The last Battle of Britain pilot has left us.
Yep.
God bless him. And, that's it. No more. They've gone. Everyone has gone. So I'm not sure the date of this one, but I
think it was earlier this week he passed away.
Yeah. So it's recent. So, but if you, 17th of March, there we go. So very recent. Paddy. So he's Irish, and proud of it. Joined the RAF.
Mm-hmm.
And he was 105.
Yeah, good. God bless him. And end of an era. Look at that. He was I think it was a Hurricane pilot. But yeah, last Battle of Britain pilot.
It is great that many of them lived long enough to where we were able to interview them and talk to them. And, World War II is, there's still a lot of stuff that people are still finding out today. What happened, even though how documented it was. And it was just great that many of them were able to survive as long as they did to retell their stories.
And what we forget, I think some of us forget, is that it wasn't just, upper class English chaps. It was Irish, It was Canadians, it was all the Commonwealth, it was Polish. So,
Yep.
It is. Yeah.
Absolutely right, Thomas. Yep.
Yes. So thanks for sending me that, Thomas. It is a sad old thing, but there we are.
Well, it's like, I remember when I was introduced to the Battle of Britain movie from 60 something, that
okay. It's a great film though.
Yeah. That back then, every big A-list star wanted to get into that film because it was honoring the people who fought. in that battle. So it was.
Now, I remember being at junior school, and it was filmed near where some of the aerial stuff was filmed. And our school, we looked up and we could see, we're thinking, what's going on there? Spitfires and walls. What's going on there? So, yeah, some of it was filmed.
Wow.
Over my school. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, God bless you, sir. Thank you for your service. Another thing that didn't happen today, but it happened in 325. So it's 2025 today. Another thing from Thomas. So 1700 years ago in 325 BCE, it's 325 BCE. So it's even, crikey, how many? That's
BC?
BCE, yeah, BC. So it's going to be more than 2,000 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
The Greek explorer, now I'm going to probably mispronounce this, Nate, so forgive me, Pytheas of Massalia set sail from southern France, and Massalia is now Marseille, but at the time it was a Greek colony. He did that to visit Britain. And this just sums us up as a race. He returned and reported back that the inhabitants were very fond of beer. So even over 2,000 years ago, us Brits liked our beer. Nothing has changed. So again, thanks, Thomas, for that. So here we go. 235. Roman Emperor Severus Alexander is murdered.
Mm-hmm.
Marking the start of the crisis of the 3rd century.
Mm-hmm.
So this crisis of the 3rd century, also known as the military anarchy of the imperial crisis, they like their titles, don't they? Was a period in Roman history during which the Roman Empire nearly collapsed under the combined pressure of repeated foreign invasions, civil wars, and economic disintegration. At the height of the crisis, the Roman state split into 3 distinct and competing polities. The period is usually dated between the death of Severus Alexander and the accession of, what are these names? Diocletian. Is that right?
Correct.
Whoa! So there we go. So I always like to put in something for you, Nate, you see.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. 871, the Battle of Marton took place at a place recorded as Marton, which at that time perhaps was in Wiltshire or Dorset in England. King Ethelred of Wessex, who reigned from 865 to 871, and Prince Alfred fought against the Danes. After much slaughter, the Danes remained masters of the field. It was the last of the battles known to be fought by Ethelred against the Danes that year, and the defeated king is reported to have died in April 871.
Yeah,
13. Go on.
That was the prince was Alfred the Great, correct? Because
Yeah.
Because Eddington was in 878.
Yeah, this is much. Yeah, that was
Yes, Mike. Great show.
What's that?
The Last Kingdom. It's all set during that time, Alfred the Great, and it's a great show. Great show.
We'll have to look that up then. Thank you, Mike. 1312. Oh, let me get something. I'm doing a Nate's notes in a minute. Vox in excelso. Pope Clement V dissolves the Order of the Knights Templar today. The poor fellow soldiers of Christ and the Temple of Solomon, mainly known as the Knights Templar, was a French military order of the Catholic faith and one of the wealthiest and most popular military orders in Western Christianity. They were founded in 1118 to defend pilgrims on their way to Jerusalem, with their headquarters located there on the Temple Mount, and existed for nearly 2 centuries during the Middle Ages. And if you want a book on it...
Oh, there we go.
Piers Paul Reed, The Templars, really good book. Takes you through all the history with the Muslims and how it all works, and how it even goes into things like why the Muslims are infighting with the Muslims and how the Templars formed and all. It's a really good book. So I recommend that. Let me just leave that there for
How
you.
thick is it? How thick is it? Oh, pretty thick. Okay.
Oh,
It's a good book. So if you want to know more about the Templars, then
I always get a little chuckle about when discussing when the Templar order is disbanded and the French king puts it down and everything, that the French king at the time is known as Philip the Fair.
Philip the Fair, because it was quite a nice looking chap, evidently. So nothing to do with being fair in sort of justice,
Right.
Because he's the one that burnt the leader. Right, whizzing forward, 1622, the Jamestown Massacre. Apologies for these native names. Algonquians kill 347 English settlers around Jamestown, Virginia, a third of the colony's population during the Second Anglo-Powhatan War. And then 1668, notable privateer Henry Morgan lands in Cuba to raid and plunder the inland town of Puerto del Príncipe during the latter stages of the Anglo-Spanish War, 1654-1660. 1765. This is one of the things I believe that led up to you getting rather annoyed at us as a country. 1765, the British Parliament passes the Stamp Act. That introduces a tax to be levied directly on its American colonies. And I believe they had to only print stuff on certain things that had this stamp on it and pay the tax and all that.
Yep.
And one of the things that you got the hump with, you got annoyed with.
But Parliament eventually listened. They did repeal it.
Yeah, but it didn't help us, did it? Didn't help us. Anyway.
Correct.
Was that that wasn't the phrase, no
taxation without representation?
Was it that one?
I mean, it was part of it.
Part
yeah,
of that, right,
it was
yeah.
part of the whole package.
It led up. You were getting more and more annoyed.
Correct.
As time went on, right? And then nothing until we whizzed to 1942, Second World War. In the Mediterranean Sea, the Royal Navy confronts Italy's Regia Marina in the Second Battle of Sirte in Libya, I think. 1942, the BBC began broadcasting in Morse code to the French resistance. And then 1945, World War II, of course, the city of Hildesheim, Germany, is heavily damaged in a British air raid, though it had little military significance and Germany was on the verge of final defeat. So probably just need to get rid of some bombs. 1945, the USS Enterprise is damaged by a flight deck fire caused by American anti-aircraft fire. I bet that guy was in trouble. And Task Force 58 retires from Japanese waters. During its strikes, though, on Kyushu and the Inland Sea, it had claimed 528 Japanese aircraft destroyed, and Japan admits to 163 aircraft lost in air-to-air combat and additional Japanese planes destroyed on the ground. And then finishing off, the thing we always have a joke about, 2015, the coffin of Richard III was found under a car park. The last Plantagenet king visited locations in Leicestershire associated with his final days ahead of the reinterment at Leicester Cathedral on the 26th of March. More than 5,000 white handmade roses were placed along the route of Richard III's cortege to raise awareness of missing people.
I think, wasn't his body found between a reserved parking space and it had the letter R on the space itself?
Yeah, for Rex or whatever. Yeah.
For royalty.
Yeah, there we go. That's it.
Wow, that is crazy.
Okay. Well, mine is a book that I am started recently. It is This Rome Strategy of Empire from James Lacey. This is from Oxford University Press. This is a relatively new, let's see, when was it printed? When was it published? Let's say 2022. So not too old. This is an interesting book in a sort of historical argument that's been going on probably for the last 50 years or so. It started with someone writing a dissertation and then on a particular topic on Roman history, and then a bunch of historians lost their minds about it. And it's continued onwards. And this guy has decided to jump in on it. And it is the idea that the Romans were not able to think in terms of overall strategy, a strategy for defense, a strategy like in terms of like a systematized system of like fortifications along the border. Did they have an understanding of the geography of their realm? Did they have an understanding of like moving armies around and logistics and things like that? And some historians have said no, because there were no, like, for instance, there's no State Department, there's no Home Office as there is today in the U.S. and Britain. So there was no formal way for the Romans to come up with strategy as a nation, so to speak. And others contend yes. And in this book, he kind of goes over all that, and he does actually contend that yes, the Romans were capable of going into strategy and coming up with strategies on how to take and hold certain places and how to deal with certain things. It's just that a lot of things weren't necessarily written as they are today. Yes, he is a professor at the Marine Corps War College. He's very, very good. What is really cool, especially for our show, is that in the introduction to the book, he does actually mention a war game. And he mentions how good it is at looking at how the Romans saw their own world. And that was the game Pax Romana from DMT and Richard Berg. So, yeah, it's kind of neat.
Later on.
That's right. Absolutely.
If we get to it, you know.
Yeah, we'll get to it. Yeah, sorry, there were lots of airplane things, but they were all crashes. So, no.
All right, so I guess we'll look at a few things for. All right, let's share my screen here with you guys there. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so first, I got two games I'm going to talk about today as we talk about the P500. You can get this game for currently $59, full price $92. This is a game called Down in Flames Series Imperial Eagles. Air War in the Pacific, 1941 to 1943. If Ruff gets this and he plays it, it will literally be a year process to get a scenario.
No, because if you scroll down, look at the solitaire suitability.
Oh,
I have. Don't you worry. I look at every game that comes out.
Don't forget, though, like Atlantic Chase said something different.
Yes, but they don't have. I was told, because I didn't order it originally, but Mike said it comes with a whole solitaire thing. This one doesn't. It's a great two-player game because you have to sort of put cards down, I think, to dictate what you're doing.
It's an air combat system.
Dragon X, I'll do that book next week. Thanks for
recreates many of the air battles of the first 2 years of the war between Japan and Western allies. 65 different aircrafts, and then 19 never before represented. So this is part of the Down in Flames series of games. If you haven't tried it, you could play this solitaire. There's no reason why you couldn't play.
Well, you're playing cards that I'm banking left, and then you're playing a card which says so it's a little bit.
You would kind of know what the other plane is doing. You can always put your orders down first.
But if you're going to play it with someone, it looks a cracking system,
So that looks. 220 action cards. 180 aircraft cards, 1.5 counter sheets, 4 mission target sheets, 6 double-sided campaign cards. Low solitaire, but very low complexity too. So, this is a problem right there. Original,
it's an old game. DVG originally published it.
Yeah.
Oh, did he? Was he working? No, because he used to work for GMT, didn't he?
Yeah, he worked for GMT and then took his design with him.
The GMT thing, yeah.
All right, so that's number 1. Number 2, ZA. $95 currently, or $134.
I mean, crikey! Have I ordered this? Scroll down to the solitaire suitability.
This is in the realm of Prime Minister.
Look at that artwork on the cards.
Yeah. Scroll
down. Great artwork.
It's prototype.
Yeah, but just scroll down to the solitaire suitability.
I'm getting there.
I know. And oh god.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I've ordered it. That means I've ordered it.
You get a mounted map board.
$5 on P500.
You get 400 playing cards, 150 wooden pieces, some punch boards, 9 mats.
So it's, as you say, Nate, it's in the Prime Minister ilk.
Yes. If you liked Prime Minister, then ZAR. Yeah. So.
Yes, and might I say, we have 425. So we're looking for 75 brave souls out there that want to order this game.
Yeah, one of them is me, and one of them is you, Chester.
One of me is, well, absolutely. I wouldn't show off a game unless I was pre-ordered on this one.
$95 though, P500. Jeez.
Yeah.
How many pounds? 100 and some odd pounds?
No, well, $95 is about 25 quid.
It looks great. It looks good.
It's going to be about
I like this series of games, and I think it's it's going to be another good one. I think it's going to be another one. Players earn decision-making capabilities through the placement of their faction characters. Any of your characters on the board can influence cube.
True, Mike. True.
Yeah, go ahead, Ruff.
I'm just saying that Meandering Mike's got he's got order 75.
I didn't 4 years.
Go ahead, Ruff. Go ahead. Order 75 more times.
No, not at $95.
If you're interested, Imperial Eagles is at 464. So that would only need 36
yeah, sorry, I can't help you out, GMT, as it's just not playable for me.
Come on, people. I'm not waiting any longer on you guys.
Okay, so are we ready for what games from designers?
Now, what Jester's done, see, Jester, being a little girly swat like he is, has actually made a list from BGG of all the. I mean, I've made a list.
Jester, I love you regardless.
Use the old-fashioned method, but he's done it on the thing, so we can use that, which I'm eternally grateful. And Jester, I love you. And there is nothing you could do about it because of things like that. So, yes, we do appreciate it. So, we're looking at designers.
I will share it with you all then.
We're looking at designers and we're going to pick one game.
The first designer is going to be Mr. Ted Racer.
Ted Racer.
He's done games such as When Eagles Fly, The Great War in Europe.
Yeah, so, Mike, if it comes up, Ted
Racer, Barbarossa to Berlin.
So, put your Ted Racer games in the chat if you pick Ted as one of your designers.
Storm in the West.
He did I, Napoleon. He's done all of the Dark series.
The Dark Summer, the Dark Valley. I bet you this one's going to be Nate's right there.
Of course, the most famous one of his is Paths of Glory.
Yes, and I've got a feeling.
Napoleon. All right, so my vote is going to be Paths of Glory.
Okay, I think we need to have like some type of thing to tell GMT we want them to reprint the Dark Sands.
Yes,
in a deluxe edition version.
Mounted gold, all that malarkey.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Mine is the Dark Valley.
I was right.
Yep, the Dark Valley.
Mine.
Ooh, good one, Nordic.
What's he put? I'm trying to keep.
ACL 19.
Crikey! Yeah, that was one of his early ones, wasn't it?
That was like the progenitor of the Dark series. That was
Yes, that's right. Yeah. If I could get that, I'd buy it, but they've stopped it.
Done Stalin's War. I've been wanting to get that one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that!
Also part of the Tide of Iron series.
When Eagles Fight, the GMT version of that, brilliant game. But,
Barbarossa to Berlin, great game. Great game.
Yeah, they've stopped it on the P500, I believe.
So, what was both of you? What's your choice?
I can't even find
Mine's
it now.
Path of Glory.
I'm looking at if I can find the blooming thing.
Yeah, because
So
we
many
just
games now. It's not.
Just
I was going to be Path of Glory, but Dark Summer.
Dark Summer. Good choice.
So we got the Dark Summer for Ruff and the Dark Valley for Nate.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And Path of Glory for myself. All right, see what
Are you eating during the live stream? Come on. Spit it out. Spit it out.
Sorry.
I'm joking. I'm only seeing what the old chat's doing. Dark Valley.
Go in, and then we'll go on to the next design.
Right, okay.
All right, ready? All right, next up is Mr. David Thompson. He's done a few games.
Yes, he has.
He has done
he's done one of your favorites as well, hasn't he?
He's done By Stealth and Sea. He has
Where's
done
your one, the one you like?
Pavlov's House, Resist, which is an excellent game. He's done all the Undaunted series.
That's the one.
He's done Sniper Elite, which I know a lot of people really like.
Yeah.
Oh,
they're coming in. They're coming in. We've got Lanzarote Ridge.
And this is a brand new one. War Story Occupied France, which I hear a lot of people really like that one.
I've got to get that. I've got to get that.
I have it, and it says you can play it by yourself, but I want to play it with like a group of like 6 people because
it's more of an RPG thing going on here.
Yes. And so I've like not opened the box. I don't want to spoil it for
Get a grip, nerdy. Get a grip.
Mine is going to be War Story. I haven't played it, but it's the only David Thompson game.
When you get a group of half a dozen people, you're going to have a cracking time.
It'll be fun, but it's the only David Thompson game I have.
I think I'm going to go with as much as I love the Undaunted series, I really like Resist.
That's the Spanish Civil War one, isn't it?
That's the Spanish Civil War, very quick card game.
That's supposed to be quite a good game.
I'm going to go with Undaunted because
William, that's the only one you can have.
We'll go with Undaunted. Yeah, we'll go with Undaunted Stalingrad. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going with
Pavlov's House.
Great game. Stukas! Watch my playthrough. Stukas.
All right. Who's the next designer?
Yeah, that's the thing. I've heard Witchcraft is better than Resist. It's kind of the same thing.
Everybody's saying it's.
But I don't own Witchcraft, so I couldn't. Yeah.
But it is. It's
witches. Designer is Mark Semenich.
This one was hard. This one was really hard for me.
So
only one.
All of the Semenich 40X games.
Yeah.
If
you
don't have one, Tim, you can't put
he also does Hamilcar. Thank you.
I'm waiting for that because there's a solo thing, a Stuka Joe solo thing.
Let's see.
Successors, yeah.
Oh, look, he's also part of the Tide of Iron series.
What have we opened up here, Nate? We've opened up a can of worms. Pandora's box.
So this was hard for me because I've got most of the 40X and I like them a lot. But I'm going to say the U.S. Civil War. I have that one, and I love that game.
You want the U.S. Civil War?
Yep, that one's
You
such a
gotta
great
pick one,
game.
nerdy. Pick one.
All right. I made my decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got to be right there. Normandy 44.
Ah. I haven't played it yet, so I couldn't consider it, but I've heard it's really good.
I like the theme, and it's
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
mid-weight. It's not super complex, but it's not on the lighter end either. So it gives you enough crunch to really get into it.
Which, speaking of Normandy, I actually got a Normandy book in today, Jester, that you might like. But
Ooh.
I'll have to wait for another Nate's Notes segment to show it off.
Next week. We'll do it next week.
Oh, look who's turned up getting us drunk.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Well,
Come on, everyone.
it'll be hard with Diet Dr. Pepper.
You wait till I come over there. I'm taking you out for the evening. You wait.
All right, next up.
Hold on. Hold on.
Or
Oh, let's go. Let's go. What are you waiting on?
Ruff, I could always go over there and meet you.
You could, but Holland 44, I think, because I love the Arnhem stuff. I love the Arnhem stuff.
Artem?
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks for asking.
Artem? Okay. Next up.
You're welcome.
Oh, here's Ross' favorite coming up. John Butterfield.
Oh, this is, I mean, yeah.
He's done Ambush. He's
Yeah.
done Battle of Britain. He's done D-Day at Omaha.
All the D-Day ones. Well, apart from the
The Ardennes.
one he didn't do.
RAF, Ruff. I bet you
Well,
I think that'll be Ruff's. He's done Space Corps. And he did the Battle of the Bulge game recently that I played with Combat Commander. Or Cardboard Commander. Couldn't think of his name there.
Just call him Commander.
I'm just going to call him something. I don't know what I'm going to
Or you. That's what. That's
He's got this new game coming out called The Away Team, which is supposed to be pretty good.
Yes, looking forward to that.
Yeah,
Ruff, you're not allowed to get any more games, remember?
Well, it is on the order.
yeah, because I can't really. If we don't have Downfall, because it's not really his design, it's Chad Jensen's design that he finished for him. So I don't. I'm not going to count that. But other than that, I actually don't have any John Butterfield designs.
Wow.
No, I know. I want to get RAF, but that price is so high.
Get it. You'll love it. It's a
I got
solo,
it, Nate. I can send it
solo
to you.
game. Get more to the dark side. Get the
Jester, you
Stupid Joe
know-
cards.
Jester, you know what I'm waiting for from you.
I know what you're waiting on. I'm going to actually say, I'm going to say this World War II Commander Battle of the Bulge. I haven't really played a lot of his games, to be honest. I own a few of them, but I haven't played a lot of them. I have played this one, and it was really good. I liked it.
And it's not very complex. It's nice, easy to get into game. Yeah.
No, it's not too complex, and it's got a really cool design. I like it a lot.
Isn't there? I think there's an iOS version of it.
Yes, there is. And they're coming out with another game, Market Garden.
Yes. Well, yeah. I think. What's the publisher? I think it's New England Simulations that's going to republish Hell Highway.
Yeah, it's going to be expensive.
All right, what are you doing,
yeah.
Rob? I know you're doing this one, right? Right there.
Well, you can guess mine, can't you?
Yeah. Battle of the Ball. Battle of Britain.
Battle of Britain, RAF, Battle of Britain.
And Nate, you said you didn't have one?
Nope.
Okay. All right, next up, Mark Herman.
This one was surprisingly easy for me.
He's done a boatload of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Caesar. Churchill.
Way, Blue Panther.
Hey, Blue Panther. Empire of the Sun, Fire in the Lake,
Fire in the Lake.
Pacific
For the
War,
People.
For the People, Fort Sumter, France 44,
Ooh, this is a good one. Great Battles of Julius Caesar.
Gulf Strike, Hoplite. Yep.
Hoplites. Oh, Pacific War.
Next War, Peloponnesian War, Plan Orange. Yep. Rebel Fury. And Versailles, 1919.
Yep.
South Pacific. Yep. FPQR. Yep. He's helping with Thunderbolt. Yep.
Thunderbolt and Versailles. Yep.
War
And
Galley.
Washington's War. Right. Wow. And We the People. Oh my God. This guy's getting around.
Well, I
What
mean,
hasn't he done?
he's the guy that invented the CDG.
Yes.
All right.
I've been
Anyone have a I'll go for mine if you guys know what you want.
Go ahead.
God, that's a rave from the grave there, Mike. Blimey.
I'm going to go with this one, Fire in the Lake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine is Pacific War.
Oh, Pacific War. That was
No, I mean, have you got it?
I do.
It's huge.
It is. It's great. I mean, love operational stuff. So
Pacific
to have
War.
the whole Pacific,
The old one or the new one?
the new one. Well, I have both actually.
Yeah, this old one. I actually own that.
Mate, of course.
Yeah. I own the new one. It's still in shrink.
It's a great game.
What about you, Ruff? What are you doing?
Well, it's got to be a GBOH. I mean, people said Empire of the Sun, which I've got, but I love my GBOH. But I wanted this for yonks, so I think I would take.
Hoplite.
Yeah, just
So-
the way,
So,
just
in
the way
other-
they
in other words,
move.
whatever the newest game you own from that.
Well, it's because the hoplites, the way they move. If you move them too many spaces, you can't stop them. They just go, and I love that. Love that sort of random
Here it is.
nonsense.
Jester does have a point though.
Who's that?
He likes those shiny things, doesn't he?
I do, and I can't help it.
All right, next up, Vocal Rimke.
Oh,
He's done all the coin games. He's also done the levy and campaigns.
Yeah, he does have a Blackbeard game.
Labyrinth. He's done the Labyrinth stuff.
Wilderness War.
Wilderness War.
The new one, the new one of the new Levian campaigns, the Ziska, the Hussite Wars, looks really interesting.
Coming up. Yep. I'm going to go with the Distant Plane because I think it's the best coin game out there for new people to look at the game because it's got the most normal. It's a war. It's the factions, the size of the map, everything is kind of standardized in this edition.
Well, since I don't have any coin games, I'm going to pick Nevsky.
Nevsky. You own Nevsky? Wow.
I do. I own all the Levian campaigns.
Wow. Nevsky. Yep,
Great.
that's a good one.
Great series.
La 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 la. I didn't go
Another
into
one
that.
coming out. Look at this one coming out. Where's it? Coast Watchers. It looks awesome.
I have ordered that. That looks
Yeah.
cool. It's got a solo thing in it as
Yeah.
well. So yeah,
So what are you doing, Ruff?
I haven't got any.
So you're choosing none.
I haven't got any Volco stuff. So I'm afraid.
Really?
No.
Nothing. Okay.
The only coin game I've got is the
Red
British
Dust
coin,
Rebellion.
which he had nothing to do with.
Let's go to Ben Hall.
Oh,
I've got none of his games.
You don't own Fields of Fire.
Well, Musket and Pike.
banish all their fears. Musket and Pike.
Yeah. One by the Sword. None of them. I'm going to go with Fields of Fire. Well, since I don't technically own the deluxe edition
Not
because
yet.
it's still in shipping.
I think Rachel told me it's coming in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That's the longest I can hold it before he starts taking legal.
I did like it in the newsletter. They said they had everything shipped. And I'm like, look, Jester doesn't have this.
Yeah, no. See, it's not what you know, it's who you know, eh?
Yeah. I'm going to go with Fields of Fire.
Still some Dean Abyss there. No Ben Hull, right? Okay.
Ruff, what are you doing?
What do you think?
Fields of Fire.
The shiny, the new.
The new
I've
one,
got my
right?
copy.
Yeah, the new one. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I've got my copy.
Use this finger, but a different one.
I'll use 2.
All right, next up. This is an easy one. Chad Jensen.
Oh, look, yeah, the Nerdy's got his. Look, it seems like everybody and his brother has got it except you.
Okay, so Chad Jensen, the combat commander, the dominant species.
Downfall.
Yep, fighting formations.
Fighting formations. Oh, look, Tide of Iron as well.
Who
And-
hasn't had their finger in that messy
Urban
pie?
Sprawl's actually a cool game too by him.
Yeah, he's done
I
a
own
couple of
that
Euros.
game, by the way.
I'm gonna pick Downfall. I really like Downfall.
Downfall. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
you know what I'm
no,
gonna go
not
with,
once I see what's
obviously.
in that Fields of Fire.
I'm going to go with Combat Commander, obviously. Ruff, what are you going with?
I've got to go with Fighting Formations, I think.
Okay.
Which one?
The only one I've got, the new one.
The new one? Oh, the new shiny one.
The new shiny one. That's the only one I've got. For goodness sake.
Oh gosh,
The new shiny one. Yeah, of course.
It's the only one I've got.
Nice.
And they stick on a sticker now for second chance games.
Jester, they just sit right there for you, and it's like knock right out of the park, you know.
I'm an easy target, and if that's that some people might say that's a little bit poor old Ruff's an easy target. Leave it alone. He's a little bit simple to take the mickey out of.
Let's move on to Herman Loopman.
We're going to keep saying that so many times that people are going to walk up to him actually and say the wrong last name.
He said it on the show.
He is known as himself as known as Herman Loopman. If you went, if somebody went, "Oh, Mr. Loopman," he'd go, "Yes," because he knows that's his love. That's his second name.
Oh, second name. All right, so he's done quite a bit.
Yeah, a few games. He's done a few games. Hill of Death in magnificent style.
Yep. Blind
Long
Sword,
Street Attacks,
Dunkirk.
Most Fearful Sacrifice, Plum Island Horror, that one's not released yet. Struggle for Zorn. I actually own that one as well.
Tattered Flags.
Tattered Flags. I'm going to go with Plum Island Horror. I think that was a great game. It was designed by Herman for me. And I appreciate Herman doing that. I love that game, Plum Island Horror. That's probably my number 2 or 3 favorite war game right now.
I'm going to go with A Most Fearful Sacrifice.
Yeah, I knew you were. Yeah.
Great game.
Of course you'd say that, wouldn't you? Of course you'd say that. Looking forward to it, by the way.
Yes.
They got the 4th printing right now. You can order it if you haven't got a copy of The Most Fearful Sacrifice. It's going on right now as we speak. All right, Ruff, what about you, buddy?
There we go. His new name, Lovable Loopman.
There you go.
Well, it was a little bit awkward. Was it Plum Island Horror? Or was it Crowbar?
Which one have you played more?
Crowbar.
I think you're going to go with Crowbar. Yep.
Yeah, Crowbar. It's such a. I mean, this is a great game. We've played it live, and of course, you've got Dice Gate going on with it. But Crowbar is such a nail biter of a game, where you're trying to just push your luck all the time. So,
Jester, can you scroll up to the top of that list? I want to make a public service thing. Go down to at any cost.
Any cost. That's on order. That's
That
on
is on the
order.
P500, and people should. I want to play this game. I've never played it. I will not buy any secondhand copies of it because they go for crazy money.
If you want to look at a playthrough of that, go to Blue Tweezers. Go to Tweez. That's his first game he ever played on his channel, and that's how I found him. He plays at any cost, Mets, on his channel.
Definitely.
That made me think, I want that.
Yep. It's
P500 it if you're going to play the game, but I P500 it because I'm going to play it when I get it. So,
all right. Next up, Richard Borg, B-O-R-G. Richard Borg.
Commands and Colors, Memoir, Battle Cry.
Battle Cry. Yep.
All right.
Battle of Britain, which was kind of a game in the
That
90s.
was Mark Herman, Charles.
Oh, and he also did Battle War. I forgot that. He also did Battle War. Oh, I might choose Battle War.
Oh,
Battle
look at
War
this.
was great.
Britain Napoleonic Black Swan series. All right.
I'm going to go with Commands and Colors Ancients.
Okay, Nate's going to go with Command and Color Ancients. That's not bad.
I do like a memoir, but I
don't own. No, I don't own them. So I
like
can't.
the theme more.
I know it's much loved.
I'm going to go with Command and Color Ancients as well. I think that's probably the best, the most rounded game. I think I love the Napoleonic game, but I don't think the Napoleonics is well rounded as the
Battle of
Ancient.
Britain, get at it. Hold on. Sorry, Ian.
Okay.
I think, yep, I'm going to go with that. Oh, I do like the Samurai too, but yeah, I'm going to stay with Ancients.
Which I think that's on the P500 again.
I think it is as well.
Oh, yes, he did the Great War.
He did the Great War. Yes, I forgot about that as well.
He's done
Did
quite
all
a
the
bit.
memoir stuff.
Well, the only one I've got, and I've played it a couple of times with Tony, and it's a nice game to sort of say, what we're going to play, I don't know what, let's play some Commands and Colors. It's a nice, easy game. So it's got to be Commands and Colors Ancients.
Wow, it's a queen's sleep for us, all three of us.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm surprised. As many games as this guy's created, we all chose the same
Because
one.
it's a rabbit hole for me, I'm going to concentrate on the Ancients. I'm going to enjoy that. I know other people like all the stuff, medieval and Napoleonic. But yeah, to me, the
Oh,
Ancients.
here comes Nate. Here comes Nate. Ben Madison.
Oh, Ben.
Oh my God.
Great designer.
I don't think I own anything by this guy.
Wow.
I'm looking.
I've played Commands and Colors many times with Tony live.
I don't own a single thing that this guy's made.
Wow.
This one's very popular. May have to look at this. A lot of people like this. Yeah,
I would
Mission.
like to play Death in the
Mission.
Trenches sometime.
Yeah, look, the Mission.
I saw in the board game Bunker, Nate talks about it, and I didn't realize there's like 500 different random events that happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, that sounds cool. I need to get this game.
Yep. Every World War I is different.
Fair enough, Dragon. Fair enough.
Jester, if you want to play it, I will definitely play it with you.
How much is it? You can get it for $60 at Noble Knight. Okay.
Yeah, it's still in print. You can get it from Compass. So that's my choice. Death in the Trenches.
Oh, you're doing Death in the Trenches. Okay. Yeah, I kind of figured. Yeah.
Yep.
That's my favorite.
Mrs. Thatcher's War.
Oh, you want? Oh, yeah. That's right. Nate would do that one, or Ruff would do that one.
Yeah. I mean, Tony sent it to me, and
yeah, the mission is good though.
but everybody's saying the Mission.
The Napoleonics one is also very good as well.
Yeah, but the Mission's coming up top trumps here.
Yeah.
He's not a fan. That's fair enough. There's not a
There
problem
is
with that.
Well, I mean, how many games are there? I mean, how many games?
Oh, Gift of the Nile isn't that one supposed to be pretty good? Gift of the Nile.
Good. It is good.
Yeah.
The graphics on I will say this, that while the Gift of the Nile is good, the graphics that's on the Mission really, really is a lot better. Like the art style and everything really hits the theme more in the Mission.
No problem.
All right, Richard Berg, not Borg. Richard Berg.
Now, that goes hand in hand with great battles, doesn't it?
Yep, GBOH, Men of Iron, and also Rise of the Roman Republic, the Thunderbolt.
We
haven't got them yet.
Yep, he did Blackbeard.
He actually did USL football too.
The campaigns for North Africa.
Yeah, well, we'll let him off.
Oh, the campaign for North Africa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chariots of Fire.
Yeah, he's a prolific person.
Yeah, the Conquerors.
Yeah.
Romana.
Oh, he did the Devil's Horseman too. Yeah, I didn't know that. Oh boy.
He also did. I just had it. The big Gettysburg game.
Oh, the 3-day thing.
Terrible Swift Sword.
Yes.
That was like, I think, basically
Iron.
the first monster game.
I'm going to go with Men of Iron Tripack.
Yeah, I
from
mean,
mine.
yeah, me too. It's being
Oh.
reprinted. If you haven't got it, I would recommend it. It's not as heavy as Great Battles of History. It's a great, fun game.
Mhm.
Get your foot in the old door if you want to play GBOH.
Yeah.
Get the Tripack.
Meandering Mike, yeah, Conquistador sounds really cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with
Carthage.
Carthage.
Iron Designer Series.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm gonna go with Carthage, the First Punic War, because that's the last one until Thunderbolt comes out.
Carthage.
So Carthage.
The thing between joints.
Yep.
Okay. There you go. That's our
Well,
choice.
fair enough, Nordic.
Like-
I love it.
What's your guys' choice?
Men of Iron.
Men of Iron and Rough? Men of Iron?
Iron. Tripack.
Okay.
The Tripack. So
All right.
but this might be my next
We got 10 minutes left, so let's see if we can get through
well,
the
I'm just going to say that might be my topic in a couple of weeks' time, or whenever it is my next time I host it, is bang for buck. Buck for bang.
Ed Beans. Do we want to do Ed Beans?
I don't have any of his games.
Who's that?
Here I stand. Ed Beach on
No.
Richmond.
No.
I mean, he's part of the
Jersey
GCACW
Queen.
group, but
All right. Who else do we want to do?
is that all of them you got?
Jerry.
Oh, I have.
Jerry.
That's all I have. Yep. That's all I have.
Jerry White.
Oh, Jerry White.
Atlantic Chase.
All right. We'll do Jerry White.
That is funny, DJ.
Let's see what we have here. I don't know if I own any of this guy's games. Oh, Skies Above Britain. Yeah, I own that one.
I thought you had
Skies
Target.
Above the Reich. Yeah. And I didn't know he was part of all of them. Okay.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's part of all that.
Mhm.
My favorite's probably Storm Above the Reich. I like that one the best, probably. We know what your guys are going to be.
Of course.
Ruff, don't you have the other two, the Enemy Coast Ahead ones?
I've got those as well. Well, I've got one. I've got the Enemy Coast Ahead. I haven't got the Dam Buster ones. But
I am looking forward to when they go to Pacific Chase
yes.
and then Mediterranean Chase.
And then Interstellar Chase.
I didn't know that was.
Oh, Lord
No,
help us.
there's not. I'm just hoping.
Lord help us. We can always get Gene on the show and tell him not to reprint any Atlantic Chase anymore.
God.
Who else do you want to talk about?
Oh, let's see.
Mark Miklos.
Who?
Mark
he's-
Miklos.
The Tripack. The
Well,
American
he's the American Revolutionary
Battles
guy.
of the American Revolution.
Battle for the American Revolution.
Mark Miklos. Yeah.
It's Battles of the American Revolution.
Oh, that's a good one, Christoph. Tetsuya Nakamura.
Yeah. There you
Yes.
go.
And another good one.
Or
I don't think I own any of these.
Mark McLaughlin, War and Peace.
Well, yeah, that's only one game, though, isn't it?
No, he's done the Napoleonic Wars. He's done 1812. He's done Wellington.
Yeah, there's tons we haven't done, Mike. Tons.
Yeah. Or John Edwards, the Russian campaign, Fortress Europa, the African campaign.
Yeah, look. There's loads of
Dean
stuff.
Essex, Frank Chadwick, the Third World
Chadwick,
War.
Tucker. We've got
Sure, there's a lot of guys.
Well, there is one guy that we haven't really mentioned.
Who's that?
I think he might be a relatively new designer. I think there's some guy named Mike.
Oh, Mikey. Yeah, that's right.
What's his last name again?
Butter jelly.
oh, is he? What he's done some games and right,
Yeah, just a few.
Yeah, I mean, you got your choice of two: Wolfpack or Tank Duel. Now he was only the developer for Mr. President, so he doesn't get credit for Mr. President. I'll say Wolfpack, I guess.
What about Nordic?
Both of them. I mean, both of them are pretty good. Yeah, both of them are pretty good.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's do Thomas as well.
Yes.
Oh, Thomas Van Heer, right?
Yeah.
Jelly-o. Thomas Van Heer. Look at them all hanging out with the plane with hair. Look at that.
Yeah, look at him. Look at him. Cool dude in his shades. What a jeez. Get out of here.
I'm going to say Dalio. I think his first one was his best.
You like that one,
design.
don't you? Yeah.
Because it's for me, the most interesting battle. But that's mine, Dalio.
Mine's going to be Overflight.
Overflight. This one. Yep. Overflight. 1956 to 1960.
Yeah. Coldy Wars.
I think Mag 23 would be good too. I just haven't played it yet, so I don't know. What about you, Ruff?
Well, because I'm in it, and because it's a very short game if you don't play it correctly, it's got to be SOE Lysander. Also, the Lysander, I love the plane. It's a hideous car-bunkly thing. I love the thing. Yeah, I'm in it. So, yeah, I'm one of the counters. So.
Oh, my God, one of the counters.
We'll make sure you get shot down quickly.
Yeah, and you do. So that's on my list. It's actually on my list.
Getting shot down quickly, though.
Yeah, it's actually on my list of 10 to do. So,
he almost lasted as long as Ruff played Rommel. Almost.
Shut up. Oh, Gregory
M. Smith, yes. I only have one of his games, American Tank Ace.
All right.
Get out of here. You should be.
American Tank Ace. He's done the Hunters, the Hunted, Interceptor Ace, Pacific Tide,
Imperial Tide,
Western Front Ace. I know a lot of people will probably choose that one. I'm going to stick with the Hunted.
I think a lot of guys over your side will go for, Silent Victory. But for me, because I've played it and I had such fun and everybody seemed to enjoy it, it's one of my most watched video series. It's got to be the Hunters. Yes, the Hunters.
Yeah. Nate, you said American Tank.
Yeah, that's the only one I have of his.
I mean, I've got Western Front Ace yet to put it on the channel, but the Hunters is just, you can just get it out and play it, and it's brilliant. Yeah.
That's a wrap for the show, boys.
Blimey, there's still loads. Sorry for the other designers we've missed. There's loads of you.
Can only do so much.
Yeah.
You don't only pay us for 2 hours. You want to pay us some more? Pay us for 3 hours.
Yeah, Hunted. Yeah, that's the problem. I haven't got the Hunted because it's a waste of time for me. I'd last 5 minutes.
I can't stay any longer. I got to go play Roma Victrix. Come on, the Legions are waiting.
I
can hear them stomping in their sort of. They're getting a bit sort of yes. Yeah,
that's right.
They want to get going. Yeah,
right,
Joe.
So coming up on my channel this week, since you asked, thanks.
Hold on. Just all right. Let me just finish off. I just want to say thanks for everyone putting their stuff in. Too many to mention as time goes on. A couple of minutes left, and in those couple of minutes, we're going to ask the reprobates what they're doing for this week. Jester, what are you up to?
Yay! Well, thanks for asking.
Yeah, welcome.
I'm hoping to play Fields of Fire Deluxe Edition tomorrow, Part 2. We already played Part 1. We're playing Part 2. If you're interested in playing, email me or Mike. Nerd Workshop was playing with us. He might not be able to make it tomorrow. If he can't make it, then we'll look for somebody else to join us. So if you're looking to play, we're going to try and start about 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And then Wednesday, I'm going to be playing my face-to-face game. We're going to be playing Undaunted with Viper Dave. So that'll be fun.
Right.
Yeah.
That can be live.
No, we'll be at his house playing.
Oh,
so,
right. You're playing face to face with a real person?
Yeah, I'm going to teach him Undaunted and
good friends.
We talked about finding yourself gaming buddies. I've been
You did.
playing with Mike. I've been playing with Nerd. I've been playing with a whole bunch of people. So
That's awesome.
I'm in the Combat Commander ladder. I'm doing that with Cardboard Commander.
And on that, anybody in the chat that thinks I can't play with anybody, go on to Tack Up, say, I'd like to play this. Anybody want to teach me or play with me or whatever? And you know what? They will. Get on to Tack Up.
Likely, you'll find somebody.
Yeah.
What's the next game that you're going to play, Cardboard Commander?
And beat him.
It'll be my guess, because he did the world. We did the War at Sea. It was his game. So now it's over to me and my channel, and I get to pick a game. And I haven't picked one yet, so I don't know. Okay. Something I can beat him at, because
I was going to say something you think,
House of Glory.
Ooh, I've thought about it, but
I'd watch that because I want to learn that. I know there's a solo thing with it, but I'd watch that.
It'd be a good one. He plays Path of Glory pretty good right here. So, but it's such a long game. I don't know what we're going to play.
Isn't there
easy, Tim? His head's big enough.
Yes, it was the best.
It was fun. I think there is a short, 3-turn scenario.
For Path of Glory, there's a shorter one, yes, but it's still.
I'm sure it's long, but
it's still a pretty meaty game. I don't know what we're going to play.
It played two-handed and played.
I'd like to play something new, because if you're going to play face to face, play something new you've never played before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll be a lot more fun to learn it together.
Nice.
Right, going to Plum Island there. So that's what I've got. What do you guys got?
Well,
Nate, what you got?
Well, for me, so as some of you, I know both of you have seen it, and others in the chat have seen it. That me and my buddy Ryan, our video went live on yesterday on our next video, our top 10 games. So, of course, Atlantic Chase was in the list, and so I am going to be playing some Roma Victrix after this. Going to start learning it and playing it, and I already got the board set up with my the little board butlers to keep it flat, which is really nice, and then go from there. Ruff, what about you?
Enjoy, Nate. Me, I've got to finish off editing the Stuka, the JU87 Stuka thing from Lock and Load. Cheers, everyone. And I want to try and finish off in the next week or so the 2 patrols of Skies Above Britain, warts and all, probably loads of mistakes, but I want to get it done just for the guys in the squadron. Get it done so I can move on, and then God knows what I'll be doing. But
my pilot's already had 2 birthdays since the last time he flew.
Shut up. So we'll just see how that goes. Well, all I can say is thank you so much. We had sort of 70 odd people watching us, which is fantastic. I can't believe how popular this thing has become.
Are you hosting next week or am I? It's going to be Nate's video.
It's up to you. I don't mind. Seems the computer, the old fan went on a little bit. I thought, oh, here we go. But no, it's fine. What do you want to do?
Jester, I think is it mine? Because I did no, that's right. I did it 2 weeks ago, so it is my topic. Yes. Okay. Sorry.
Well, you can host it, Ruff. As long as your computer can do it, you can go ahead and host.
I'll do it next week. I'll host, but Nate is the man.
Sure.
And you know what we're doing or not yet?
Not yet.
Okay. We'll let you know because I can upload a sort of schedule thing that you can click on and sit and wait and get notified and all that malarkey. Peeps in the chat, thank you so much for putting up with us once again for 2 hours of your time that you'll never get back. We appreciate it more than you know. Hope you stay safe and all that sort of thing. And as always, we love you all. And as you know, there's nothing you can do about it. So we'll see you next week on my channel and Nate's the man. So until then, take care.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.